Welcome to Vancouver. Today we're starting our walking tour at Helmcken Park in Yaletown, a peaceful green space surrounded by the city's iconic glass towers. From here, we'll follow the streets that make this neighborhood so lively, walking along Pacific Boulevard, then onto Davie Street, Mainland Street, Hamilton Street, looping back to Davie, and continuing along Richards Street, Nelson Street, and Granville Street. Our journey will take us all the way to the waterfront before ending in Gastown, Vancouver's oldest neighborhood, famous for its steam clock, cobblestone streets, and vibrant mix of history and modern culture. So lace up your shoes and let's explore Yaletown to Gastown, one street at a time. As we step onto Pacific Boulevard, you'll notice the mix of modern condos and old industrial buildings, a reminder of Yaletown's warehouse past. Today, Pacific Boulevard is lined with some of the city's trendiest restaurants, cafes, and boutique shops. This street is a favorite for locals strolling, grabbing coffee, or enjoying a meal on a sunny patio. It's also a great spot to see the blend of historic brick architecture with sleek, contemporary design that defines much of Yaletown. Now we're walking along Davie Street, one of Vancouver's most vibrant and diverse streets. You'll see a lively mix of cafes, shops, and colorful murals reflecting the neighborhood's energetic spirit. If you enjoy this area, I also have a full walking tour along Davie Street all the way to English Bay, including a stroll along the seawall back to Yaletown. You can check out that video by clicking the link in the top right corner now. It's a great way to explore more of Vancouver's waterfront. Welcome to Mainland Street, a vibrant stretch in the heart of Yaletown that beautifully marries historic charm with modern flair. Once home to warehouses and factories, this area has transformed into one of Vancouver's trendiest neighborhoods, blending heritage brick facades with contemporary urban energy. As we stroll along, you'll notice the inviting atmosphere created by wide sidewalks and lively patios. The street is full of cozy cafes, boutique shops, and spots where locals gather to enjoy the neighborhood's unique vibe. Whether you're taking a leisurely walk, stopping for a coffee, or just soaking in the surroundings, Mainland Street gives a real sense of Yaletown's charm and how the area has evolved over the years. As we continue walking along Mainland Street, you can feel the energy of Yaletown all around. The street buzzes with activity, people heading to work, friends meeting for coffee, and the constant hum of city life. The mix of heritage brick buildings and modern shops gives the area a unique character, while vibrant patios and street-level cafes invite you to stop and soak in the atmosphere. This is a street where the neighborhood comes alive, giving you a true sense of Yaletown's charm and energy. Up ahead, we'll turn onto Helmcken Street, where even more of the city's history and local life awaits.
Okay, cool. I'm asking when to shop.
We are now walking along Helmcken Street, one of Yaletown's most distinctive streets. In the late 1800s, this area was dominated by warehouses serving the Canadian Pacific Railway. Many of those heritage brick buildings still stand today, though they have been beautifully restored and repurposed. Instead of storing goods, these buildings are now home to stylish restaurants, lively pubs, and boutique shops. During the summer months, the patios along Helmcken are full of people enjoying food, drinks, and the vibrant energy of the neighborhood. This street is a wonderful example of how Yaletown has managed to preserve its historic character while embracing the modern lifestyle of downtown Vancouver. Look at this. It is hard to imagine that these beautifully restored buildings were once working warehouses for the Canadian Pacific Railway. Today, instead of storing goods, they house restaurants, cafes, and boutiques, a striking transformation from Yaletown's industrial past to the vibrant neighborhood we see now. Just look at the patios here. They're always buzzing with people and decorated with plenty of greenery that softens the brick buildings and gives the street a warm, welcoming feel. In the summertime especially, Yaletown feels like one big open-air dining room with friends gathering for food, drinks, and conversation. It's a lively atmosphere that makes this neighborhood one of the most popular places in Vancouver to relax and enjoy city life. Let's cross over to the other side of the street to enjoy a different perspective and continue our walk as we make our way toward Davie Street. Vancouver is a city full of contrasts, from its modern glass towers to historic neighborhoods like Yaletown. If you're visiting here, take your time exploring the streets, pop into the cafes, and enjoy the patios decorated with greenery. Yaletown is best experienced on foot, so wear comfortable shoes and keep your camera ready for those Instagram-worthy spots. If you want to explore more of Vancouver, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next adventure. As we approach Helmcken Street, take a moment to appreciate the transformation of this once industrial corridor. Today, the street has been reimagined as a vibrant public space, with tables set up for alfresco dining and the pavement adorned with colorful art installations. This revitalization reflects Vancouver's commitment to blending urban development with community engagement, creating spaces where art and everyday life intersect. Now, let's cross the street and continue our walk through this lively part of Yaletown. As we continue our stroll through Yaletown, take a moment to appreciate the distinctive red brick pathways beneath our feet. These bricks are not original street paving, but are part of a thoughtful urban design initiative aimed at enhancing the area's aesthetic appeal. In the 1970s, during a period of urban renewal, the city introduced red brick elements to the streetscape to evoke a sense of historical continuity and charm. This deliberate choice adds warmth and character, complementing the heritage buildings and creating the inviting atmosphere Yaletown is known for. Walking through Yaletown really gives you a sense of how vibrant and dynamic Vancouver is. From the historic buildings and red brick pathways to the bustling patios filled with greenery, there's so much to take in. What's your favorite part so far? The cozy cafes, the colorful streets, or the lively atmosphere? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this walking tour, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming Vancouver adventures. Exploring on foot is the best way to see the city. Every corner has a story, and sometimes the little details like a mural or a hidden patio are the most memorable. Instead of heading along Davie Street, we're going to take a slightly different route and continue our walk toward Drake Street. This will give us a fresh perspective of Yaletown and let us explore some new spots along the way. As we stroll through Yaletown, you'll notice a fantastic mix of dining options. There are cozy cafes perfect for a coffee or brunch, modern bistros serving fresh Canadian dishes, casual spots for quick bites, and lively bars where locals gather for drinks. You'll also find a variety of international flavors, from sushi and Italian to fusion cuisine. With the historic brick buildings, colorful patios, and vibrant street life all around, Yaletown offers a dining experience for every taste. As we approach Homer Street, you'll notice how the neighborhood continues to blend history with modern life. Homer Street is lined with a mix of heritage buildings and contemporary shops, cafes, and restaurants. The patios here are often filled with people enjoying meals and drinks, while greenery and small public art installations add charm and color to the street. Now we're making our way onto Richard Street, another busy part of downtown that connects Yaletown with the heart of Vancouver. This street is lined with a mix of shops, restaurants, and residential towers, giving you a real sense of the city's urban lifestyle. Ah, look at this adorable dog. Vancouver is such a dog-friendly city, you'll often see locals out walking their pups, especially around Yaletown. On the other side of the road, you can see Emery Barnes Park, a welcoming green space right in the middle of downtown. It's a popular spot for locals to relax, meet friends, or walk their dogs. One of the things I really enjoy about walking through Vancouver is how every few blocks you find something different: a park, a street full of patios, or a cluster of shops that locals love. It makes the city feel both lively and welcoming. If you're visiting, I always recommend exploring on foot. You'll notice the small details: the art on the sidewalks, the architecture, even just the atmosphere of people going about their day. That's something you can't really experience if you're just driving through. One thing you notice while walking through Vancouver is how active the city is. There are always people out cycling, walking their dogs, or just enjoying a coffee on a patio. It gives the whole area a relaxed but lively energy. It's the kind of place where you could spend hours just wandering without ever getting bored. Now we've reached Nelson Street, one of the main east-west roads running through downtown Vancouver. It's a busy corridor that connects Yaletown with the West End and beyond. Along here, you'll see a mix of residential towers, small shops, and cafes, a real snapshot of everyday city life. What I like about walking here is that every street feels a little different. One block might be full of cafes and shops, then the next is more quiet and residential. It keeps the walk interesting, like you're always discovering something new. Every time I walk around here, I spot something I didn't notice before. A mural, a new cafe, or just the way the light hits the buildings. That's what makes these walks so fun. Now we've arrived at Granville Street, one of Vancouver's most iconic and historic thoroughfares. This street cuts right through the heart of downtown, stretching from the waterfront all the way across the Granville Bridge into the neighborhoods beyond. Granville is best known for its entertainment district, a lively stretch filled with theaters, nightclubs, and live music venues. At night, the neon lights bring the street to life, and it's been a go-to destination for nightlife for decades. But it's not just about entertainment. Granville is also home to a mix of shops, restaurants, and cultural landmarks. If you head south, you'll eventually reach Granville Island, one of Vancouver's most famous attractions with its bustling public market, artisan shops, and waterfront views. This street really captures Vancouver's diversity, a place where locals commute, tourists explore, and the city's cultural scene thrives. Right here, on Granville Street, you'll find the Vogue Theatre, one of Vancouver's most famous heritage landmarks. It first opened in 1941 and is a beautiful example of Art Deco architecture with its striking neon sign that still lights up the street at night. Over the years, the Vogue has hosted everything from classic films to live concerts and comedy shows, and today it remains one of the city's top venues for performances and cultural events.
Money or buying some store, please.
Granville is always buzzing. Daytime or night, there's something going on here. You've got shops, restaurants, and at night, the neon lights give the whole street such a classic Vancouver vibe. If you look down as you walk along Granville, you'll notice the stars on the sidewalk. This is Vancouver's own version of the Walk of Fame, celebrating local and international artists who've made their mark on the city's entertainment scene. It's a fun little detail that adds to the character of the street. Hey, look at that! A trolley bus just turning onto Granville. Vancouver's trolley system is one of the largest in North America, with over 260 buses running on routes across the city and Burnaby. These buses are powered by electricity from overhead wires, making them super clean and efficient. The newer models even have batteries that let them drive a bit off the wires, giving them extra flexibility. Right here, we're entering the heart of Vancouver's city center, the bustling core where business, culture, and entertainment come together. Skyscrapers tower above historic buildings, while streets are lined with shops, cafes, and restaurants. You'll notice a mix of locals and visitors, people heading to work, grabbing lunch, or exploring the city on foot. This area is also home to major landmarks, public squares, and transit hubs, making it the perfect place to experience the inner diversity that defines downtown Vancouver.
Freedom from addictions are the spirits of alcohol. America, God shed his grace on me. Oh, Israel, God is one.
Take a look around. This is the heart of Vancouver, and it's always full of life. You'll see people rushing to work, meeting friends for coffee, or exploring the shops and restaurants. The streets are buzzing with buses, cyclists, and pedestrians all sharing the space, giving the city a vibrant, energetic feel. Did you notice the mix of old and new buildings? Some of the historic brick structures date back over 100 years, while towering glass skyscrapers rise beside them. It's a perfect example of how Vancouver blends history with modern life. If you're visiting, keep an eye out for small details, public art installations, murals, or even street performers that pop up from time to time. These little touches really make walking here so interesting. Have you ever visited a city where you can feel its energy just by standing on a corner? This is one of those places. Every block has its own story, and if you take your time walking through, you'll notice something new around every corner. And speaking of stories, some of these streets are famous for the city's history and culture. From the old theaters and iconic buildings to the hidden cafes and boutique shops. Have you spotted anything that catches your eye yet? Keep your camera ready, because Vancouver has plenty of photo-worthy moments, even in the heart of downtown.
I see that my mind is loaded with just like, I could not believe it.
Walking through Vancouver, it's amazing how lively the city feels even on an ordinary day. You'll see people enjoying patios, friends chatting over coffee, cyclists weaving through traffic, and the occasional street performer adding some music to the mix. It's those little details, the sights, sounds, and energy of the people that really bring the city to life. Hey, have you ever seen this alley in a music video or on a TV show? It's that vibrant, colorful street near the waterfront that really pops on camera. If you have, or if you recognize it from somewhere, drop a comment below and let me know. I'd love to hear your stories.
因为我觉得这个饭不难啊，就是说实话，这有点浪费资源。
Wow, look at this. A public market right here by the waterfront. What perfect timing to stumble upon it. I wasn't expecting this at all. It's set up with these colorful shipping containers, and inside there's a mix of local artisans, food vendors, and even live music. Definitely a fun spot to explore if you're walking through downtown Vancouver. What a hidden gem. Welcome to the Junction Public Market, Vancouver's innovative container market located just steps from Waterfront Station. This unique market, built from customized shipping containers, offers a vibrant mix of local artisans, rotating pop-up shops, food vendors, and live entertainment, all set against the backdrop of Vancouver's stunning waterfront. Open from May to September, the market runs Tuesday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., with the licensed patio open until 7 p.m. Whether you're here for a refreshing cocktail, delicious bites from local food trucks, or unique handcrafted goods, there's something for everyone. The market also features live performances and plenty of colorful photo opportunities. It's a perfect spot to relax, explore, and experience the local culture in a dynamic urban setting.
There you go. We'll see you over there. Okay.
Fill it up. Yeah, oh yeah, down low, get down.
Just look around. You've got the waterfront right beside you, with stunning views of the harbor, the mountains in the distance, and the busy waterfront station just a few steps away. It's a beautiful mix of city life and nature, all in one place. The market itself feels so vibrant, with live music, food stalls, and local artists showing off their work. It really adds energy to the area. And the whole setup is so photogenic. Every corner feels like a perfect backdrop for pictures. Honestly, discovering this spot feels like stumbling onto one of Vancouver's little treasures.
Hey, hey, hey.
That's one taking
I know you had them.
Okay, we'll see you guys over there.
There you go. We'll see you over there. Okay. Fill it up. Yeah, oh yeah, down low, get down.
You know, one of the things I love about Vancouver is how it always finds a way to surprise you. You can be walking through the busy downtown core, surrounded by tall office towers, and then suddenly stumble upon a spot like this, full of color, music, and life. That's the charm of this city. It balances the energy of a big city with these little pockets of creativity and community. And look at the views around here. You've got the harbor, the mountains, and all the activity of the waterfront happening at the same time. It's the kind of place where you just want to slow down, take a seat, maybe grab a coffee, and watch the world go by for a while. Do you like exploring these hidden gems when you travel, or do you prefer sticking to the famous landmarks? Personally, I think it's these smaller discoveries that really make a trip memorable. Now we're stepping into Waterfront Station, one of Vancouver's busiest transit hubs and a true landmark in the city. This historic building first opened in 1914 as a grand railway station, welcoming passengers arriving from across Canada. Even today, you can still feel that old-world charm in its high ceilings, marble columns, and classic architecture. These days, it's not just trains anymore. This is the central hub where the SkyTrain lines, the C-Bus to North Vancouver, and even commuter trains all come together. It's like the city's gateway, connecting people from downtown to almost every corner of Metro Vancouver. We'll be walking through here and continuing on towards Gastown, which is just a short stroll away. It's such a nice transition from the historic heart of the city's transportation system to the historic charm of Vancouver's very first neighborhood. Welcome to Gastown, the birthplace of Vancouver and one of the city's most iconic neighborhoods. Walking in here feels like stepping back in time with its cobblestone streets, vintage-style lamps, and historic brick buildings that have been standing for well over a century. This is where Vancouver's story began, named after Gassy Jack Dayton, the talkative bar owner who opened the first saloon here in the late 1800s. From that single pub, an entire city grew. Today, Gastown is a vibrant mix of old and new. Historic architecture filled with trendy restaurants, boutique shops, and art galleries, all while keeping that charming, old-world atmosphere alive. It's one of those places where every corner seems to tell a story, and it's easy to see why it's such a favorite for both visitors and locals. Oh, look at this. A street performer right here in Gastown. He's doing this amazing act with a glass orb, making it look like it's floating effortlessly in the air. It's such a mesmerizing skill, almost like the orb has a life of its own. That's one of the things I love about Gastown. You never know what you'll stumble upon. Between the historic streets, the little shops, and talented artists like this bringing energy to the neighborhood, it really adds to the atmosphere. Moments like this make the walk feel even more special. And here it is, the famous Gastown steam clock, one of the most photographed landmarks in all of Vancouver. Built in 1977, it was designed to look like a piece of Victorian history, but it's actually a modern creation with a clever twist. The clock is powered by a steam mechanism connected to the city's downtown steam heating system. Every 15 minutes, you'll hear it whistle and see a puff of steam rise from the top, almost like a little performance for the crowd that gathers around. It's funny to think that something built less than 50 years ago has become such a symbol of this neighborhood, but it fits perfectly with the cobblestone streets and historic charm of Gastown. If you're visiting, this is definitely a spot you'll want to grab a photo. Wow, listen to that. The steam clock is whistling, and look at that puff of steam rising from the top. It looks like this is the moment the entire crowd has been waiting for. All right, let's keep moving and continue our walk through Gastown. There's still plenty more to see just around the corner.
Yeah. What you mean? He does this spatchcock chicken.
Right.
Sí. ¿Qué tipo? ¿Delgada?
As you wander through Gastown, one of the things I love is just soaking in the atmosphere. The cobblestone streets, the historic buildings, and all the little shops and cafes tucked into corners. If you're visiting, here are a few tips. Try to walk as much as possible to really experience the neighborhood. It's the best way to spot hidden murals, street performers, and small local boutiques. If you're on a budget, keep an eye out for happy hour specials at restaurants or cafes. Gastown has plenty of spots where you can grab a drink or snack without spending too much. Also, many shops offer unique souvenirs and local crafts that are affordable but still special, perfect if you want something meaningful to take home. And don't forget your camera. Even just wandering the streets, you'll find plenty of photo-worthy moments that won't cost a thing.
Is je zo spatten? Oké.
Zie je?
Gastown is one of those neighborhoods where just strolling around is part of the experience. Take your time and look up. You'll notice the mix of historic architecture and modern touches everywhere. If you're trying to save a bit, consider checking out the local markets or small cafes for snacks instead of bigger restaurants, and look for street-side specials or combo deals. Walking here is free, of course, and you'll get the best perspective on the streets, the shops, and even the waterfront views nearby. And don't be afraid to explore some of the smaller side streets and alleys. That's often where you find hidden gems, local art, and the kind of experiences that make your visit truly memorable. All right, now it's time to start making our way back the same route toward Waterfront Station, where we'll wrap up our walking tour. On the way back, you can take one last look at the streets, the shops, and the charming details of Gastown that make it so special. It's been such a fun walk, and I hope you've enjoyed exploring this part of Vancouver with me. There's always more to discover, so keep your eyes open for those little hidden gems even as we head back.
They hit their face with the water. Yeah, that one.
I'm curious, what was your favorite part of the walk today? The historic streets, the steam clock, or maybe one of the hidden little spots we discovered? Let me know in the comments.
Granville Street has like 5 hotels.
Are you thirsty? Because I definitely am. I think it's about time to find a nice spot to grab a cold beer and relax a little. Any favorite places you'd recommend in the area? Drop them in the comments. Here we are again, the famous Gastown steam clock. It's hard not to stop and admire it every time. Even after walking past it before, there's something magical about hearing it whistle and seeing that puff of steam rise from the top. It really is a must-see spot in this neighborhood. Hey, look, it's the same street performer with the floating glass orb. I guess we caught him at just the right time again. Watching that orb float so effortlessly is still just as mesmerizing the second time around. Gastown really has a way of surprising you around every corner. Looks like I've finally found a spot to grab a beer. Time to relax a bit and enjoy the atmosphere. Gastown has so many great places to sit, sip, and watch the world go by. I hope you enjoyed this walking tour as much as I did. From the cobblestone streets and historic buildings to the steam clock and street performers, Gastown really has so much to offer. If you like this tour, don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me what your favorite part was or share your favorite spots in Vancouver. And if you want to see more walks like this, make sure to subscribe and join me on the next adventure. Cheers.
Right now.
I just